Hi there, it's time again for the Slake Funduro, this time in the Baviaans. It's Saturday the 8th of May. This is our campsite at Kudukaya where we did all the preps. The nice gravel road on our way to the campsite the previous day. And then eventually the day of the Slake Enduro. The main road into the farm where the pits are held. It's been raining quite a bit the previous week and the previous night, and as you will see on the camera's lenses, there are often drops of water and mud which makes the image a bit blurry, like we can see here. So this is the pits area where the entries are done, and here is an overview of how the route actually went up and down the hills, right around the farm, the crops. That area there is in the riverbed. Then crossing the road, up the hill. This was quite challenging. Down, up another hill, down, and then back into the pits. Shortly after the rider's briefing, we departed. We followed our leader Brendan to show us what and where to go, and we've decided to take the A loop today. As with each of these Slake Funduros, it takes a while to warm up all the muscles to get enough oxygen in the blood and into the muscles, and it takes about half an hour or so to get fully ready to ride. So the first stretch is nice this time, where you don't have a lot of technical aspects to overcome. So we do experience light rain, as I've said. Every now and then the rain just came down lightly, and it made it almost a dust-free slake, which is very nice. Then onto the Baviaans road again to cross it into the other side of the farm. We were warned about this drop, quite steep. As you will see, both Brendan and myself sort of lost it down here. Brendan got off his bike. That's Brendan from my camera's angle. See there? It's about 1.5 meter drop. This is my turn to go down, and I ended with my shoulder and the right-hand side of the bike against the wall on that side. And then we went through this amazing ditch or erosion channel that was created by rain and nature, through a little bit of the water stream up the other side, and then onto the first range of hills. every now and then we had a chance to clean the throat of the motorbike, to give it some revs, clear all the built up oil and stuff in the carburetor and in the combustion chamber, so that you don't have hassles. That was the first split between A and B, or another one rather. Into the first riverbed section, which was not extremely technical. The only difficulty was that the rocks had moss on them, and that was extremely slippery. As per the usual, every time with the Slake, when there's, especially in the beginning of the loop, there are bottlenecks when you encounter a little technical area. First in line was Brendan, then I followed him, and I was followed by Jean in this specific area. Exit of that river bed takes us to one of the orchards. Along the fence, where we will soon have a nice downhill to meet up with another bottleneck at another technical section or obstacle. This is quite a gnarly downhill. See, I'm taking it on very cautiously. 2 fingers on the front brake lever, clutch lever pulled in, and the right foot on the rear brake lever. Here we are waiting for the turn to get through. This is the bottleneck I referred to. That's the obstacle there. Brendan went through it with ease, and luckily he was there to assist all the others of his team, that's now myself and John, to get through the obstacles. My turn. Now have a look out at how it's not to be done. Going, and definitely at this point not enough momentum. Went up the step up, and there I made a flip to the left, bike down, myself down, no injury, got the bike up, going again, Brendan's assistance. Dam wheel, and there we can see John almost not making it to the top. In this image you can see he actually rolled down once or twice before he could recover himself. So from here on we've entered a few stretches of riverbed, which was quite challenging. It was tough, it was slippery, extremely slippery. You can see the bikes don't have a lot of grip on the tires, and it's just slipping and slipping. Even when you want to put your foot down, it slips away. Tiring is a total understatement of what it does to you. Clutch control is the secret to make sure that you don't put through too much power to the wheel, to try and limit the wheel spin, because as soon as the wheel starts spinning you actually lose traction. So this is the end of this section. Quite a pleasant sight to see the end of such a section. Some riders did some camping after this section. Brennan showing us what it looks like. Slippery, rocky. And there's John coming out. Tired man. We crossed that little road and into the next riverbed. Same old story. Slippery and slippery. Here Brennan reached the end of this section of the riverbed, negotiating the uphill, and out he got. Just a nice clip of a co-rider enjoying the ride, and this is how some oaks do it. Experienced guys. Here we have Jean, the same little hill, got out, and with some assistance from Brennan, the push from behind is all we need sometimes. Same hill from another angle. And there we go. Cleaning the throats of the bikes again to prepare for the next obstacles. Beautiful, beautiful scenery that we had, that we could appreciate and enjoy. At this point, Brendan and I was looking at a nice naluri, one of the most beautiful birds in our region. You can see in the distance the wonderful scenery that we could enjoy. riverbed, short, but not as technical as the previous ones, but as slippery. Choosing the right line for your obstacle is always critical. And momentum is key. Pivot turn, one of the skills that we still have to master. Here comes our friend John, battling over the rocks, fighting the rocks. As I said, the line of the obstacle, the line that you decide to take when encountering the obstacle is important. Fairly easy riverbed this one, but it has a little bit of mud, but it was no challenge at all. Compliments to Richey Smith and his team for laying out the tracks so nicely and mark it so clearly. You really cannot get lost. At this point we are crossing the road again to go onto the hills that we can see on the opposite side of the road. We have all the farm workers who are acting as marshals. We are grateful for their assistance to keep us safe when crossing the roads. Here we go, approaching the hilly challenges on the other side. This is down the hill, not a very long downhill, but you can see the angle of the hill, the incline of the hill. It's steep to your right, so you lean to the left to not fall over, because I think if you fall over to the right, you will keep on falling for a while. This hill took us about half an hour for the three of us to get through. You can see how Brendan is battling to get up there, off the bike, pushes it for a little while and then out on the other side. Not the other side, but to the top. Lots of loose gravel, and it's more loose because so many bikes have already gone through there. That's Jean's turn. Got to that hole that was dug there. He got stuck. It took quite a while. Brendan eventually took his bike and tried it out. It is so steep that the more he tried to get it forward, it actually rolled back to where we all started with this hill. Brendan said, I must try it, I must go for it. Got to that big hole that you can see there, and then I've decided not to keep on spinning. There's a good Samaritan, I don't even know the guy's name, but thank you for whoever you are, pulling me out with a tow rope that he had with him. If it was not for that, I would not have gotten out so quickly and easy. This guy was there to assist all three of us. And that's the spirit of the Slake Fundurers, to help one another. There goes the Samaritan and his colleague going to assist Brendan with Jean's bike there. And there he comes. Thanks to Brendan, Jean's bike also got to the top. I had to cut out quite a few pieces because of all the swear words that were recorded on the cameras. So if the flow of the images or of the footage is not consistently, then that's the reason. Thank you, Brendan, for that. So there we go. Fortunately, for every steep uphill, there's a flowing downhill, and this was quite a steep one. Again, 2 fingers on the brake lever, front brake lever, and the foot on the rear, and the clutch pulled in. This was quite a challenge, and for some miraculous reason, every time I had a challenge with a hill like that, Riche just popped out of somewhere, and he was there to assist me. So thank you, Riche Smith. That was extremely kind of you. I don't know how you got that right to be there when I needed you. Keep on doing that. You can see how Brendan and Jean battles to get that bike forward. Eventually chose another line off that actual track where it was mulled out by all the bikes. At this point I just helped Brendan with his own bike to get forward. You can see the mud sling that I had on my camera's lens here. Unfortunately, I didn't wipe it off often enough, and off we went. All got up, and now down the hill again. The mud and the rain, and that was the end of the Slake for 2021 in the Baviaans. We are arriving back at Kudukaya where we had our tent setups. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Ronald, and all the girls who made the food for us. Lynette and Maralise and Matilda.